Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Navy Midshipmen. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Home of some of the most iconic college football games in history. Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis, Maryland has seen so many games between Navy, Army, Air Force. This is a beautiful space and a very unique campus in Annapolis, Maryland. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially...
Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Off play action. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Toure. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Midshipman offense makes its way onto the field for their first possession of the game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And if we're just being honest, this is every offensive coordinator and quarterback's worst nightmare. When you've got an offensive line with a lot of inexperienced young players and freshmen going up against a D-line, David, with this type of talent, with this type of experience and explosiveness, they chew up O-lines and spit them out daily, and you know they're licking their chops.
Bro, it's funny how you look at it from the offensive perspective, and immediately defensively, I'm like, it's hunting season. Like, we're going.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since.
Makes a grab and room to run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Nice move to keep running. There's a crease. Past the 10. Touchdown, midshipman. Great job by the back on the option.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Washington. Got it in the middle, it's Lawson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Breaks free, and he might be gone. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They want to run this quarterback. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB. Wide receiver, great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Takes the handoff. It's Toure. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Motion from the wideout. They're testing the right side here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clayton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air, it's Washington. He's looking deep. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. We've come to the end of the period and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running inside, it's Toure. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They probably feel good about out their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Finds his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. These two guys just on the same wavelength. Clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Rides to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for space. It's Baptiste. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Terry. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dumps it off in the flats. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Lets it fly. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Reynolds. Pocket breaking down. Complete in the middle. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Snap in the shotgun. It's complete to the left, and they get him down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. The run inside. It's Young. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. Trying to power it in. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the 2nd half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with Navy's head coach coming out of the locker room. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Holly, thank you. Turns it on down the side. Touchdown, Navy! Once he got some room, it was over.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off a defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Keeps it on the bootleg. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throwing right. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Defense comes up with a play. They get the pick and take it back to the 20. The option look. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. DB's right up on the receivers. Running inside. It's Baptiste. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then trying to beat the D deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Reynolds. This time it's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. 3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to move the chains. Here's a little, just plowing ahead. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to...
Has it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Notre Dame! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. On the ground, it's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that input.
Makes the grab on the left. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. The give. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarter.
Gonna take a shot. Pass is knocked away, incompleted. How good is it to have a linebacker who can cover that much ground? Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. Great place to start for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and maybe some room here. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. On the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Now on the option. Touchdown, Midshipman! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Fires to the right. Already find a hole in that secondary. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. The run inside. It's Young. Just steamrolling the defense. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Dropping back, it's Washington. Looking for the score. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Baptiste. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And he tacks on the extra point. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
The give to the fullback. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Baptiste. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's brought down. Couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the stomping has commenced. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Off the boot, looking for his man. Slings it downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And, guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Here comes the heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Looking for more room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone...
Maybe a crease. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with it. Looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Power ahead. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us.